Hello, everybody. Catchy1383 with Catchy Gaming. And the Nintendo Direct just happened. This was very much anticipated. I'll say that in the least. Along with just a whole slew of video game announcements over the past week from pretty much every game company, Sony, Microsoft, all the third parties, and Nintendo wrapping it up today from all the big companies, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, all the third party companies, particularly Capcom. And yes, there were quite a bit of highlights here and there, but a lot of lows in my opinion too. Particularly anything that involves Jeff Keighley, because I think the man's a sleazebag. We have Capcom with the Onimusha series, as well as the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, and bringing Tifa into Street Fighter. There was the Final Fantasy Revelations, where they realized they killed off their caster, and the way their game engine and combat system works, they needed to add some form of caster system into it, so they greatly altered the way Final Fantasy VII plays for that to happen. Now, I will say that this direct was a bit disappointing to me. Not because I wasn't happy with the games and all that other fun stuff. A lot of it was just announcements of games that have been out and being ported to the Nintendo Switch, which in my mind I have this category of a little too late Nintendo. Things like Dragon's Dogma 2 and Stellar Blade, a little too late Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, if you haven't ever played Stellar Blade or Dragon's Dogma, they're fun games. Go ahead and pick them up on the Switch if that's the console of your choice. Although I will gladly acknowledge that shift up, getting out from underneath the heel of Sony, which actually did change the game for stupid reasons. I mean, if you bought the disc version, you got the parts that they changed without the alterations. And that was due to Sony. So hopefully they can get out from underneath Sony's heel and do the game they want without having to adhere to the mewings of a handful of people. And like I mentioned previously, just a lot of games that were already announced, they were just showing again. Orbitals looks like it might be fun. I might have to pick this one up and subject my youngest brother to being tortured by it. Now, I was a bit surprised to see Kingdom Hearts 4 announced on Nintendo's platform and not on Sony's or even during the Summer Game Fest, unless I missed it because I did speed watch that. What I mean by speed watch is I skipped through all the parts with Jeff Keighley because, again, he's a scumbag. And I may have missed a trailer or two while watching that. I don't know. But this looks extremely different from previous Kingdom Heart games, and I'm kind of have my interest peaked on how that's going to work. But let's face it, the thing that everybody was anticipating and hoping to see, and let's face it, if Nintendo didn't deliver, there was going to be hell to pay, was the Ocarina of Time announcement that everyone knew was coming. The thing that kind of irritates me about this is, yes, we knew it was coming, all these people were acting surprised, putting on their best surprise Pikachu face when they started showing just the announcement trailer for it. Oh, don't get me wrong, I got the tingles for this. I mean, when this game came out on the 64, I don't remember how old I was, but my parents came home on my birthday with a reservation slip for this game, and that was my birthday present. And from the graphical facelift that we see here, I shouldn't call it facelift, the upgrade here, they are not going the Nintendo 3DS sort of direction. It looks like they are most definitely changing large aspects of this game. I mean, if I were to guess just off of the appearance alone, maybe they're going in the same direction as the Final Fantasy VII remakes. I mean, there's a lot more textures and detail going on here. and I was impressed by it, which doesn't take much because I will admit, subject to eye candy overhyping me and getting me excited. I mean, yes, I've learned to temper that over the years, but this is why I was disappointed in it. Is this is what we got? We got the minimum for the Legend of Zelda trailer, fully well knowing that it was going to show up in this direct, and this is what we got. I mean, I am 100% certain when the movie trailer comes out, we'll have a direct for the Ocarina of Time remake either before or soon after, around that same time. And again, it follows that formula of Nintendo using the movies to promote their games and the games to promote the movies, and it's just circular marketing, which seems to be working. But yes, this definitely has me intrigued on what they have changed, if anything, or if it's just a really fancy facelift that they have going on. Anyways, I don't know, for engagement purposes, what was your biggest disappointment, or your highlight from what's just not leave it to Nintendo here? It was just a coincidence. I was at home because it's my day off. I was able to actually get the footage, and I also wasn't about to parse through 3 hours of the Game Fest and 2 hours of Xbox. But any of the announcements in the past week, what are your highlights? Go with those and your disappointments. Anyways, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Have a good one.